Welcome back to this video. I'm John, and this is a video about the chosen ones. I had to try to get ready for work this morning while I was at work, so if you see stuff in the back, you gotta understand, like, I work on the go, so excuse the car. Now, in this video, I want to talk to you about being the chosen one. I see a lot. I'm around a lot, and I feel a lot. Some of you also have that same feeling. We go through a lot of the similar things together in a different way, separately. I see that a lot of people struggle with reading the world or even being aware of what's going on. It's all about energy. And what I mean is, if you pay attention long enough without saying a word, if you use your third eye, your body as a reading mechanism to read people, to read situations, you will read a lot better. You would see a lot more than what the eye typically sees, what the ear typically hears. And what I mean is, just listen to vibrations, listen to how people talk, listen to the patterns in their voice, listen to the tones in their voice, listen to the patterns of the body language, the way they move. It takes 21 days to create a habit, right? So in order to create a habit, you have to keep doing the repetitive things to create that habit. It's a pattern. So if someone is out here and they're lying to you, you see patterns before you get too close to them, before they can hurt you, before they can lie to you. Like, you see patterns. When you meet these people, you see patterns, and you're able to dodge a bullet, So you have to use your body, your senses, your intuition to read people, to see things that you normally wouldn't see. And it helps you move forward in life, move around certain things. I've dodged a lot of bullets because, I'm a great reader of people. And what helped me out a lot is being a paramedic. I'm in the back in a 4x8 box with people whom are sick. Now, some of these people aren't sick. They want attention. And I have to be able to read the people who want attention. When what I mean is, there are drug seekers, there are psych patients, there are, and you name it. And some of them really don't need medical attention at the time. They just really want attention. They want somebody to, babysit them, so to speak. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying, but at the same time, an emergency system is used for 911 calls. People who are severely hurt, severely in need of medical attention. And some of these people just tie up the medical system and take away ambulances from the people who really need them. And people wonder why in different cities, why is it taking the ambulance so long? It's because of people like that. So I have to be, smart enough to have the intuition to read, to stay ahead, to diagnose, to see the patterns. I have to know. That way I can speed up the process, because I'm not going to not treat you, but I'm going to go ahead and get you where you need to be, so I can move on to someone who's really sick. Now, there are people out here that they're connected to the enemy. And when I say the enemy, I mean, you can call them the devil, you can call them whatever you want, Belial, whatever you want, but it's a negative energy. They're connected to it, deeply rooted in it, and without them even knowing. So it's a subconscious thing. It's a thing from childbirth, because they're taught this from childbirth, and they're not reprogrammed. I had to reprogram myself. I had a lot of habits, a lot of ways, a lot of ways of thinking that were tied into that negative entity. So I had to reprogram myself. I had to do a lot of soul, spirit, mind reconnecting. It starts within you. It starts within. It's not an external source. It's not an external source. If you ask me, the negative entity is tied to the external source, and he can penetrate the inner source from the external by creating a delusion on the outside to get in. He has to create something to get in. And from childbirth, as a kid, from a baby to 7, you're very vulnerable. So that's when, depending on your environment and who you're around, that's when you're most vulnerable, right? So what you're taught from that point to 7, from a birth to 7, it sticks with you. And then from 7 to on up until your 18th birthday, whatever you learn from that point, it pretty much, it sticks with you, right? So a lot of people you meet have this negative entity, and you learn a lot of habits from these people, so you have to be strong enough, keen enough to read these people, read these situations, so that you can stay what I call spiritually pure. I'm not saying anyone's perfect, but what you want is you want to be able to detach from everything. You don't want to get attached to anything. I tell people all the time, I'm not responsible for your emotions. I'm not. You have to be able to detach your emotions from everything, because all it is it's very what I call toxic. If you ask me, it's very toxic. And if you're a chosen one, your energy is not like, your energy is so powerful that no matter what tries to connect to you or what tries to lure you in for attachment, you can see it a mile away. You can see it a mile away. For a long time, I myself it took me some time. But now, at the age that I am at this point, good luck. Good luck. My mindset is different. My spirit is different. And I don't connect to outside entities, and I don't let it control me, and I know I can't control anything outside of me. The only thing I can control is my reaction. That's the key, controlling your reaction. Controlling your reaction. If I know I'm trying to lose weight and someone dingles some kind of delectable dessert in front of me, I have to react. Right? Either I'm going to want some, or I'm going to decide to not have it, because I know the consequences. And check out these words I'm saying. Decide, react, consequences. There's consequences. Once you react, make a decision, there's consequences, right? Behind whatever decision you make. Once you react. So, if you react. So you have to be mindful of what you're doing. And some people aren't mindful. You have to be mindful. You have to stay vigilant, stay aware of what you're doing. Awareness, I used to be keen on discipline and a few other words, but awareness is one of the most, I love that word, because if you're not aware of what you're doing, you're going to react in a way that is detrimental to your health, to your well-being, to your mental state. A lot of people out here struggle on the inside. They feel empty, they feel alone, they feel deserted, they feel, and those type of people think they can be filled by other people. That's why you have a lot of relationships that fail, because you can have someone that's healed, someone that's well put together, go and match up with someone that's totally empty inside, totally alone, and that person that's alone thinking the other person is going to fill them up. You can't get it from another person. You can only get it from inside. You have to feel yourself from inside. God is inside you. He's inside you. And he can fill you up. But you have to, let go of a lot of things. You have to take from you, put it on the shelf, take the good things from God and put it inside you. That's what God intended for you to do. Take from him, not from the external sources and put in. Take from the inner and fix up from the inside. Because you have it in you. It's in you. It takes a certain type of strength. It does. It takes a certain type of mindset. It does. But you got it. You can do it. It's all about mindset. I promise you. You change your mindset, you change your life. And that's just how this works. So I just want to bring you that message this morning. I appreciate you listening. Subscribe. Oh my God, it's Big John. By the way, like I said, my name is John. For the ones who didn't hear in the beginning, I'm going to start pumping out more videos like this because there are a lot of people that don't understand energy, vibrations, and the rabbit hole is deep. It's all about positive energy, chakras. It's all about high vibrations. If your vibration is all about, for example, I don't want to go to the club. I don't want to drink. I don't want to smoke. I don't want to go look for females. I don't want to go, anything. I don't want to go have a greasy, salty, no. When I breathe, it feels great. And I'm in the medical field, right? So when I breathe, it feels great. I don't have fluids on my lung. I don't have a big gut. I'm not super overweight. I'm not gonna say I'm not over. I'm not gonna even. But I'm in decent shape for my age. I can run without getting winded. I'm strong. I want to keep that. And there's consequences behind a lot of the stuff that we do. And a lot of people are, I'll be. No, I'm. I try to stick with a certain frequency, evenly keeled, balanced. It's all about balance. It's a yin and a yang to everything, right? And I'm not saying I'm perfect, right? You can have some of the things that are low vibrational, but also you have to understand there's consequences. So with that being said, I'll catch y'all on the next one. I appreciate you watching, appreciate you listening, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.